my channel. I am doing a video today talking about the difference between a budget onesie and a more expensive onesie. The ones I've picked a LittleTude onesie as the budget, and I've picked Onesies Downunder as the more expensive one. I'm afraid I have been wearing this one, so it's all floppy because it's been warm. But I can't find my others from Onesies Downunder, so yeah, I'll use that one. This one arrived today, the LittleTude one. I did just receive it, and I just did a video reviewing it, so I will link that below if I remember. So I'll talk about the LittleTude one first. Did my first onesie come from LittleTude? I can't remember. No, my first onesie was this one from Dotty the Pony. This was about £20, maybe 24. No, I think it was £20 plus shipping. It come up to around £25. You can't get many onesies in the UK. We're quite limited to onesie companies. But I picked this one because it's pink with ponies. And then after that one, I got this. It wasn't this exact one. I had the old version. I don't have that one to show you because sadly it got ruined. It's covered in holes and stains from being in storage. Very, very sad. But that's why I got another one to replace it. Now, I will briefly talk about the difference between the two. The colours are a massive difference. I don't know if one of mine is a misprint or something, but this one is a lot greener than my old one. The other one was more pink and warm colours. This is definitely cooler colours. I didn't ruin it in the wash. It is the same colour it was when it arrived, so it's not because of that. But yeah, I compared the two earlier, and the colour difference was quite dramatic. But I like the colours in this one still. It's really nice. The pinks are different to the pinks on my old one as well, and like the trim is a different colour. I don't know why there's a difference, but there is. Now, I like LittleTude onesies because it has this shoulder bit like proper baby onesies have. Obviously we don't need that, but it has it anyway, and I think that's really, really cute. I've never had a long sleeved onesie from LittleTude, but I've heard that the long sleeves on them are quite narrow, so if you've got thicker arms, maybe that one isn't the best one for you. That's the reason I've not had one, because I have quite chunky arms, and I'll be very sad if it's too tight. These LittleTude onesies, most of them have metal snaps, but there are a few which have plastic snaps, and personally I stay away from plastic snaps because the more you wash them, the weaker they get, and eventually they will fall apart. Even the metal snaps aren't that great. They're very weak, and the fabric on LittleTude onesies is really thin. They're really see-through, so when I wear this I do have to wear a bra with it as well, which is annoying because that doesn't make me feel very little. But the trim, the fabric on these is a lot thinner than the fabric on a Onesies Downunder one. Like, you can just see there, it's half as thick as the ODU. So because of that, the snaps aren't as strong, and they don't seem to be pushed in, like this side, pushed in as strong as the Onesies Downunder ones. They also only have 3 snaps, whereas Onesies Downunder have 4. And these snaps are a lot smaller. Let me get the Onesies Downunder one. You can see that they are, oh, it doesn't look as bad on camera. In person, you can see they're a lot smaller, and even the snaps are cheaper. Like, the metal is almost bendy. Like, I feel like if I could bend it if I wanted to. It's thinner, it's cheaper, the colour's coming off it, whereas Onesies Downunder ones feels a lot better quality. The good thing about LittleTude is they are stretchier than Onesies Downunder, and when you stretch it you don't get the white lines in between unless you stretch it loads and loads and loads. But if you're doing that, then I'd say get the size up, because if you're stretching it that much, then that is not your size. But because I've got quite a big chest, this is a medium. I'm a medium in almost every onesie except for LittleTude, it seems. I could have done for large in this because of my chest. This is quite tight on my chest and it does stretch a lot, but you still don't get the white lines in between, which is cool. And it has a lot of vertical stretch as well. These are definitely the stretchiest ones I've had. Another issue with LittleTude is sizing. About a year ago I got the onesie, I think it says way too cute or something like that. It's a pink and white one, and I got a large, but when it arrived it fit like a medium, and I was bigger at the time because I've lost weight since then, and the large didn't fit me very well. It fits me perfectly now, but it didn't fit me very well back then. So I contacted LittleTude and they sent me another in case they accidentally sent the wrong size. But sadly, the other one fit me exactly the same. The one I have of this, the other one, is a medium, and even when I was bigger, it fit me perfectly then. This is a medium and it doesn't fit me very well now that I've lost weight. Even though it's the same onesie in the same size, the sizes are drastically different, and I checked with the size chart both times and it should have been right for both, but it's not. So that is an issue. Sizes aren't reliable with LittleTude. Another thing is there was a bit of drama with them. If you're on Instagram, you might have seen that despite being an 18 plus store selling 18 plus things, they posted a minor on their account wearing their Pride onesie. They've pretty much disappeared off Instagram since then. They removed the post. They didn't know she was a minor, to be fair, so I don't hold that against them. They didn't know, but they've removed the post and they've disappeared off Instagram now, which I don't think was the most professional thing to do. I think they should have apologised and moved on and kept advertising on Instagram and interacting with their customers, because they don't do that anymore. I don't think they have Twitter or anything, I'm not sure. Not sure if you can message them on Instagram and they'll reply, but I know they don't post anymore. They posted in like July advertising the sale, and then that's it for almost a year now. So I found that a little bit odd, and that puts me off a little bit. The fact that they're just running away from it and not really facing it or moving on. But I will still support them because, like I said, they are a budget brand. And this was a gift anyway, so I didn't buy this. This was a gift off a lovely friend of mine. This was a birthday gift. And for the price coming from America, this was $26 including shipping, which from America to the UK is really, really good. Shipping is $5 or $6 each time, and this was $19.99. And you get no customs charge either, which is an even more of a bonus, and that is why I continue to support them. Now, I'll talk about the Onesies Downunder one. I just want to say, it's not gross and dirty except for where I spilt my juice 10 minutes ago. It's a misprint, so I've not made it go grey. This is the misprint one, which is slightly off colour. I got this a few weeks ago. I think I got it just before New Year or just before Christmas. Yeah, I got it just before Christmas in their big sale. I paid around £13 for it plus shipping, and I got a few other bits as well. This is a medium. Yes, this is a medium, and it fits me really, really well. It's still stretchy, but it's not as stretchy as the LittleTude one. It's printed better. Like, you can feel on the LittleTude one where the pictures are compared to where there is in the pictures. There is a difference in texture, but these ones are printed all the way through the fabric, which is really good. It's not faded in the wash yet, which is cool. The trim is like a beigey yellowy colour, and it's a lot thicker than the LittleTude one, and it feels better. Like, the fabric on the LittleTude one just feels really cheap. This one has texture to it, and I don't know, it just feels so much better. It's got 4 metal snaps, and like I showed you before, they are really strong. There is a massive difference I noticed when undoing the snaps on the other one and the snaps on this one. A huge quality difference. The fabric for this is 95% cotton, which is brilliant. This is probably my comfiest onesie because it's really soft, and it just, I don't know, it just feels really nice. I much prefer Onesies Downunder. The quality is so much better. Like, you can see even on camera, this one looks a bit like papery and cheap, whereas this one looks really comfortable and cozy. There isn't really much more to say about Onesies Downunder, really. They do have more variety. LittleTude only have around 10 onesies. And Onesies Downunder have so many, and they're constant. I think it's every 2 weeks they bring 1 or 2 onesies out. So that's really, really cool. The only problem with that is they discontinue a lot more, whereas I don't think LittleTude have any discontinued ones. Their onesies are constantly available. So it's a bit of a pain being in a rush to get the Onesies Down Under. And they're limited ones where there's only a certain amount. They sell out fast, and that sucks because there's been so many that I've really wanted, but I can't get them. Yeah, that's all there is to say about Onesies Down Under, really. They take longer to arrive. They're coming from Australia. Shipping for one onesie and some accessories is $13.50, and shipping for more than one onesie I think is $30, but that's Australian dollars, that's not American. So with the exchange rate it works out less than American dollars. It's still expensive, it still costs more, but in my opinion it's worth it. If you're buying your first onesie, or even if you're buying more onesies, personally I'd say keep saving and get the better one from ODU or Dotty. Dotty have changed the fabric on their onesies. I've not had the new one yet, but if I get the new one I'll review it. But I would definitely recommend ODU over LittleTude, but if you really can't afford it, LittleTude are still great. Just be very careful with the sizing. Look at reviews if there are any. You can get them on Amazon and you can get them on the LittleTude website. These ones you can only get on Onesies Downunder website. So yeah, that's my comparison between the two. Oh, come on, if I said Onesies Downunder is more comfortable. These ones feel weird. I don't know how to describe it, but these ones are definitely more comfortable, and they like almost mold to your body better. Like when you wear them, they adjust to your body a lot better than these ones. These are quite stiff even after washing. So yeah, that's my review and my comparison between the two. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I can only answer questions about LittleTude, Onesies Downunder and Dotty, because I've never had any other onesie. Yeah, I'll put links to both of these below. I don't know if this one is still on Onesies Downunder, but if it is, I'll put a link below. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.